I love waking up to this. Super fun.
I am so terribly sorry, but this is a tick free zone, so get out. Happy Tuesday. The majority of the day was spent on the phone, which can be kind of exhausting, but also pretty good at times. Um, I've been having issues with my phone, so I had to call my wireless provider, and they were absolutely no help. So they said, call back in 24 hours because there's an outage with one of the towers. And I was like, okay, great, thanks for your help, bye. Whatever. I'll call them back tomorrow, providing that my phone works. I also had to call my doctor's office to verify the time for my appointment on Friday, and the girl was like, "Oh, I was actually just about to call you." And I'm like, "Ooh, that's never good, right?" So she's like, "We have to reschedule for next week," which normally I'd be like, "Okay, cool, fine." But when you have an appointment that's been scheduled for like 3 months, 4 months now, it's kind of frustrating to try to reschedule rides and things like that. So, yep, but it ended up turning out to be for the best, I think. And I got to call my friend who is so gracious enough to take me to my appointment. And we had like a super great 2 hour conversation on the phone, which was awesome. And it's really just nice to, take my mind off of everything and just have laughs and fun chats and everything. So that was really great. So we're going to be going next week instead, and it looks like it'll turn out really well. It'll give me some more time to prepare for my appointment, which is usually, takes some time to get everything ready, get all my notes together for the very short appointment time that I have with the doctor to go over everything I need to go over. And yeah, so the thing is, though, it's scheduled for next Thursday, and next Thursday I was invited to go to the premiere of the new Avengers movie with some friends, and I was like, whoa, I actually don't think I've ever been to a movie premiere. So that's pretty cool. Except now that I'm not going to be able to go, I was really looking forward to just going and having a good time and, um, having fun with my friends. But I know there'll be other opportunities to get together and hang out. But I mean, to be honest, I was a little bit dreading it because of just, I guess, when you're chronically ill, you have to plan ahead, and all these things run through your mind like, am I going to have enough energy? Am I going to be able to even stay awake through the movie because it was really late? Like, how am I going to get there and back? My friend who was going to take me home has a small car and would not have room for my wheelchair, which is kind of a big deal, especially if we were going to be standing in line waiting for the doors to open or whatever chaos, or if we wanted to grab something to eat beforehand and things like that. So it's all kind of a big stress to worry about, and um, a lot of planning goes into one little outing that people probably don't realize. I hate to say I'm a little bit relieved, but I am, that I don't, you know, I'm not going to be going. But I mean, I was looking forward to seeing my friends and hanging out with them. Not like 100% thrilled about the movie because I guess I'm not as big of a nerd as I thought I was. Who knows, maybe we'll end up seeing it another day. So, throughout all of this, I'm realizing that there are these frustrations that actually turn out to be little blessings in disguise. So, I've really just learned to take life as it comes, and I strongly believe that things happen for a reason, and you just have to make the best of it and go with the flow. And I'm learning more and more about that every day and realizing just, this is life. You can either sit through it and be miserable, or you can try to find something good in it and get through it and enjoy it. One of the cool things about having the port implanted in my chest is that I don't have to get stuck with needles every time I need to get blood drawn. So it's pretty great because they can just draw the blood from the port, and it's one less needle poke. So every month I have to have labs drawn, and it's pretty much like clockwork. My nurse comes, steals some blood, goes back to her lair where the vampires hide out, I guess. And then, yeah. So, but here's the thing: I was scheduled either last week or this week to have them done, and I hadn't heard anything. So I called the nurse and I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" And yada yada, blah blah blah. And then eventually, the home health agency says, "Well, looks like you were discharged last month." And I was like, what? What does that even mean? How does that happen? I've been doing this for a year now, and yeah. So, I guess paperwork got lost or something in the mix, and so they have to send a whole new renewal or start order to my doctor's office, and then that has to get all squared away. But it's just one more thing that somebody's not doing their job, and I get penalized for it. So, kind of a bummer, but yeah. But I guess it worked out because since my appointment's not this week, I have a few extra days to get the labs drawn before my appointment. So it works. This little guy is called Houttuynia, and wow, I'm feeling it. I've been on it several times before. It's cycling through different antimicrobials, and this time it's definitely doing something because it's specifically to target the Bartonella, which I have increased symptoms of my tendon and ligament problems in my ankles and knees and wrists and just everything, and it's crazy. Just last weekend I had to use my wrist brace, which I usually sleep with them every night, but yeah, I could not even move my wrist. It hurt so bad. So, but I mean, it lasted a day or two, and then now it's onto my ankles, which is weird, but that's how it goes. It migrates and cycles through different body parts, and I'm taking it as a good sign that these herbs are getting in there and fighting off infections, and I just have to keep up with my detox. I just took a really Epsom bath, and I did the sauna last night, so I'm definitely getting stuff out. Just a matter of balance and trying to keep it in the right, keep with the flow. If I could describe to you how my ankles and knees feel right now, I think the best way that I could describe it is, imagine, if you will, there's an Eskimo who has just built his igloo and he's about to go climb a glacier with an ice pick, and also probably going to go fishing with his polar bear friends and using that ice pick to bust through the 8 inches of ice. And then imagine that my ankles are that ice. That's what it feels like I'm being stabbed. I think, honestly, having my limbs cut off with a chainsaw might be more pleasant, but I don't plan on finding that out, at least anytime soon.
Camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2,